Guan Yu, Hades on her. My guess is on her Guan Yu, Arachne, Hades, and then Hell in mid. But we'll see how that ends up going. You guys think Cupid Ra? That would be actually really good. And so give me just a moment here, guys. Again, I need to set up my hotkeys as we get into this. So not going to be seeing anything, and when I do this, it's kind of hard to focus. So just give me 1 minute here as I go through, and then I'm going to test them and make sure that they all saved properly. And then we'll be able to be all right here. So 1, 2, Agni, Ymir, Ra. Then we have Guan Yu, Hell, Hades, on her, and Arachne. Okay, cool. So all of those work great. So see, I don't know if Cupid has to, because Agni can obviously mid very well. Looks like we might have an invade here, so we'll see if this ends up going. And early wards being bought, so the wards are down, and really going to want to keep tabs on that Arachne would be my guess. And Hades, yeah, it looks like Hades and Arachne will be over here. Hell in mid is coming over now too, so it will be 3 and 3. Arachne putting down these eggs to give a little bit of vision will also help their retreat a little bit. They do pop those eggs, so that's very good. And so they're going to wait it out. It looks like, though, they will be there for when the creeps spawn. Maybe. I don't know how long the spiders last out of their egg, actually, so they might end up going down. And just going to kind of have a little bit of a standoff here. And then it looks like Arachne Cupid so far in mid, or in that left lane. And so maybe Ra will end up midding. So Ra versus Hell, man, I don't know about this. I really expected to see that, like you said, that Cupid Ra combo. I think that could have been really, really strong. So teams deciding to give up their buffs traditionally. Looked like it might have been an invade, and then it ends up just being a straight up buff trade. So pretty typical here. Ra going to be pushing a little bit early, and I'm kind of surprised by that, but he's pretty confident with what's going on here, clearly. So it is going to be, oh, Arachne coming in already, gets a cursed ground off of, so Ra doing very well, very smart to stay back there, will harass that Arachne back a little bit, and man, going for a real early gank, really committing to it, and forcing Arachne to go all the way back already. That is really unfortunate. Zatman taking a bit of damage here too, jumping over. Looks like there won't be any action, but Zatman Agni could actually be really good too, a double stun lane, you know, if that works out. So he does have the Heartseeker stack, so he could get a stun, followed up by an Agni stun. That could be a lot of time to be sitting there doing nothing, unfortunately, for their team. So on her, going to be trying to push this lone against 2 ranged, which is going to be pretty difficult. Oh, and Hell, Ra taken down very low by Hell, and just missed what happened there, so my apologies. And then it looks like there's a little bit of exchange. He might be able to heal back up. We'll see how that ends up going. Is going to drop the heal and push it a little bit, but Hell really wanting him to come up here is kind of taunting him, like, yeah, come on up here, buddy. Let's see how this goes. But it looks like it will be a wash there. Nothing too much coming. Ymir was pushed up quite a ways there onto Hades. Arachne, though, will just be using those spiderlings to keep that push up. Zapman in this other lane will be pushing, it looks like, for the most part. And looks like Agni going to be pushing too. So just kind of a push fest. Oh, we do have a bit more action here in the middle. Ra is going to use that heal to get back up and ends up not netting much of anything, unfortunately, there. So Hell going to be dominating, well, not dominating, but really keeping the pressure up. I think what I meant to say is going to be the aggressor. Seems to really be keeping Arena Tank on his toes here. Arena Tank able to heal up, though, and once Hell hits 5, that's where she really becomes scary. Good harassment there, using the Dark One to hit the creep there and hit Arena Tank. Is getting knocked down herself, a bit low there, and does not really have any MP5. And Ra with that circlet, I'm just going to call it a forcelet. It does have the circlet. It has a little bit more mana sustainability than the others. Zapman and Agni pushed up very far, not really being the aggressors too much here. Oh, but Ymir, though, getting taken down very low. Arachne does jump on the face. He's going to be able to stay alive for a little bit. Gets the attack, though. Good fear by Hades. There comes the slow. The pounce does get the kill there by Bastet, and so it is going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. So very good battle there and it looks like both, no, the one carry does get taken, that's Arachne, and Bastet gets the kill, so that's probably going to be a little bit better there for Procore Gaming, and it looks like there's the one stun, no second stun to follow up, they must have already used it to set that up. There come the hearts, so such good sustain here, and it looks like Agni's going to heal up a bit, and I really like that that Cupid in lane is so good with those hearts, and Bastet, oh, I thought they were going on Bastet, no, just going to be up there farming a little bit, and Hell now going to be doing that yellow buff, trying to get in a lead a little bit here, oh, waiting for Ra to come in, is he going to be able to hit that slow? Just waiting, does not end up popping that slow, so will not be able to get it, and uses the one again to harass, kills the creep wave, so very good job there by Lobster. It looks like we might have a dive here, there's the Cupid ultimate, and on her is going to be able to jump out, so no kill netted there on that side, and now Bastet going to be over here in the jungle with the cats, uses the leap to do a bit more damage, there comes the face hug, and it's going to be pretty even right now, couple auto attacks coming out, the cats are still out, she is killed, the cats are now gone, so good kill there by Arachne, Ymir now coming in, great use of the light too, and now there's the ult, Ymir decides to use his ult, does quite a bit of damage, however, will be cleaned up there himself. And great job, 2 for 1 here. Arachne, really knowing her god, is able to get that kill. That was really, really good. And so now Ra, was able to get that solo experience and is going to sit back here a little bit as he knew those 3 gods were there. Not getting ganked, so you're alright, Arena Tank. But very, very good fight there. Again, that was amazing by Arachne. That was scary. I thought for sure Arachne was going to go down there. But that phase hug, just doing such an amazing job. BM did come over there and rotated a little bit better. I don't know what to call out. You know, sometimes they might have just said, nah, man, just get the solo experience, you know, whatever it is. And so the gold differential is only a little bit under 1,000. Unfortunately, cannot see the experience differential. That would be nice to see, but it looks like it's pretty close here. As actually, though, I think the red team might have a bit of an experience lead. And so I'm going to say experience goes to red, as I'm just kind of guessing this right now. And TSU is actually now called Procore Gaming. So it is Zapman's team, but I believe they changed their name to Procore. So that is Zapman there on Cupid with, who is that? That is Sparks Lee on Agni there. So yes, Hell does have a very strong early game, and she can snowball well, but Ra actually giving chase here. Unfortunately, not enough mana to net that kill, and Hell taken down very low will be able to survive it, and Ra sitting at full health still. So really no damage really done. Barbaric going to be in there. Ymir taken out. You see in the distance there from the ult and the auto attack damage there from Arachne, and that has actually been a pretty good setup. My guess is since Arachne's ult is down, that Arachne got a pull into the Hades ult is kind of what ended up happening there, which is kind of expected. And now Hell sitting very low, couple auto attacks coming out, not able to really hit. Gonna tank this creep wave a little bit, uses the Dark 3 to push it back, and both mid players now will be falling back here. Zapman in the middle will be sitting, let's see, what is his farm at? He's just over 3,000 best. That's sitting at 3,400. The highest farmer in the game, though, is actually Hell right now, is about to finish the Voidstone level 3, which is actually really smart against that Ra. That should really help absorb some of the damage, will help her damage out a little bit. However, does not have boots yet, as Ra is level 1 boots, reinforced boots. So, sitting okay. Ra at 3,900, Hell at 4,000 or 4,000, so just about 100 gold differential there, and that is pretty minuscule. Hell is now going to be picking up this yellow, which will be very beneficial for herself. I mean, let's see, they do see a ward there. Red team, blue team shows a little bit, red team doesn't have much. Here comes Ra, just missing the ult there to steal that, and a questionable call there. You know, tries to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, though, a good chunk of his damage. But really, 1 versus 1, Ra's ult is not very reliable. So I guess that isn't too much of a loss, as he should be 1 versus 1ing for the most part here in the mid lane. Hades still going to be in there. A pretty slow start here. We had that early action in the jungle, and now things have really calmed down. And, you know, just really farming is what's going on right now, and it's not even really farming, it's just kind of lane presence. And the lanes are staying kind of stagnant, both sitting in mid for the most part. Cupid, Agni were the ones who really had their lane pushed up, but it's yeah, just kind of stalling out here a little bit. So let's take a look here. Hell's level 11, Raw level 10, so not too far behind. But the rest of the team is level 9 except for Guan Yu, who's 7. So Ymir's level 6, the rest of the team's level 9. Yeah, really close here in experience. Oh, Ra might be getting ganked here. Good grab there by Arachne. Puts out the Curse Ground. Ton of damage coming out. There comes the face hug. They do get that kill onto Ra. So very good gank there. They will net that kill, and that's going to allow Hell to really start taking off a bit there. Is that man going to be over here in the jungle? It looks like on her and Guan Yu trying to get somebody rotating or something. Not sure why they're over there in the jungle. Just going to fall back, and really good job there by that Arachne. That was nice. I'm really impressed by that play. And that's that kill, and very wisely puts in a couple auto attacks, then leaps onto Ra. There's a little bit of range to that leap, and so it lets you get a couple auto attacks in. But not only that, though, then your poison's going to do damage, and your face hug's going to do damage. So it really can allow you to do a lot of damage while you're doing that. So that's why you want to get a couple auto attacks in, unless it's somebody like Bastet or Bakasura, someone who has one of those really quick leaps that they really can take off. Then you want to face hug early, so that way you stop that from happening and your team can blow them up. But really knew who they were facing. Just missing that grab there onto Ymir, and set those eggs there too, so those eggs would hopefully do a bit more damage, and that's another slow, so it could have been very dangerous. Has that blue buff, so not really worrying about the mana too much. Agni going to be pushing back this creep wave by his lonesome. It looks like Guan Yu's going to be going back possibly to buy Bastet. Still haven't seen too much from her except for that early kill there. So we'll see here. Hell still doing very well. However, there goes Cupid onto it, gets the heart bomb, uses the light too to avoid some of the damage. There's the memorize though. Narrowly avoids the memorize, and the heal in front doing a ton of damage still onto this Ra himself. Is able to most likely get out of there. There's the beam. Looks like it only hits once. Cupid just missing the heart bomb, and Hell's going to get out of there. And oh, so sorry, missed some action there as Arachne got a kill. Cat's coming out onto this Hades, and Hades going to use the dash to get away. So not able to net a kill. My apologies on missing that kill, but that action in mid was so good, and Hell just barely staying alive, and a couple missed spells there can really make a difference. So unfortunate there for Procore Gaming, and it looks like that BM is going to be up 6-1, 2,000 gold lead right now, and are sitting in a pretty commanding lead with only being 11 minutes into this game. And it's still anyone's game, not saying that, just saying that 11 minutes in, 2,000 gold lead, a 5 god kill lead is a pretty comfortable place. So hopefully they will be able to continue to snowball for their own sake. Cupid, though, might be... Oh, that's Agni now getting a little bit of aggression put on him. Guan Yu not going to use the slow. Cupid coming in here does have that blue buff, so tons of sustain there. Will be able to use the hearts and whatever that she really wants. And Agni now falling back. Ra might have some action here in a second, trying to get that yellow buff. Agni coming into zone Hell back out a little bit, and Ra is able to get that yellow buff, and Hell just deciding to exchange there. Did pick up level 1 Boots of the Magi, is going pretty much straight damage. Arena Tank going to be using his ult to push the wave so he can back, and Hell not able to stop it, so will just be falling back. Cupid again, still just going to be... pushing this wave here. Has kind of been AFK in the left lane, but that's good. You want him to be AFK. Does get the heart bomb there. Misses the spear. There's the ult. Does not get him, though, as he leapt out and not able to really follow it up. Probably should have held on to his ult, to be honest, for when the leap came out. And unfortunate there from Zapman. A little bit of a miscue. Arachne looks like she might be doing... the Gold Harpy solo here, which is pretty good. Hell now rotating over. They will be able to kill this and continue to get that gold advantage as nobody coming over as it's still very early in the game. There goes that gold, and now they're up by about 4,000 gold. Bastet over here looks like she was looking for some buffs. Agni there. Ymir's also here. No push coming out here from that right lane. Arena Tank gonna still be pushing this out here, and so, man, it really, again, just kind of stalling out here. We get a couple spurts of action, and then ends up being not too much of anything. Ymir, Agni, and Bastet here. Arachne going to be coming over, hopefully going to get a hook for her team so Hades can follow up. This tower going to be taking a lot of damage. Ymir using his wall to zone this Hades a bit, and actually end up zoning the Keth a little bit. There he goes. There's the ult. Going to get two of them in there. Ymir ends up ulting, getting him very low, and there's the kill. Arachne, unfortunately, not in position to get that kill, and Ra now going to be coming in. Hades kind of sacrificing himself. I think a little bit of a miscommunication as he thought Arachne was coming in. And Zapman was taken out in all of that. So Arachne now puts out the 3. The freeze coming out from Ymir. Arachne putting in a little bit of damage there as the eggs are out. Face humping gets on there. And now we'll be chasing down this Agni. Agni going to be taken down. No, just able to get that one attack. There's the slow. And I don't think he has enough mana to dash away, and huge damage coming out there from Arachne. That is Hi-Rock. So great damage from Hi-Rock right now. Hi-Rock has a Kins level 2, level 3 Executioner, and level 1 Tabi. So yeah, those hits really doing a lot of damage. You get those 3 stacks, ton of armor coming out. And oh, Bastet though chasing down this Arnher does get the 2 in there. It looks like he's looking for a leap. There's the leap, but ends up leaping right into Barbaric. Barbaric, oh, great pillar to stop the slow from coming out. And now Barbaric won't be able to follow up. Good slow there from Guan Yu. That was a really good pillar. I don't know, I mean, I don't think he necessarily meant to plan to do that, but ended up just being so clutch. Yeah, I agree. It's such a clutch pillar. And now Zapman is going to be farming here again. Zapman at 5,400 farm. Bastet at 58, Ra at 62. That's the leaders for the blue team. The 3 leaders for the red team is Hell at 77. Wow, quite a bit ahead there. And then it's going to be 69 on Arachne, and then 63 on Hades. So a little bit of a gold advantage that we've talked about here. 5,000 gold, 15 minutes in, 9-2 kill lead. And it looks like we have a little bit of action here on the other side. Hell taking quite a bit of damage here from Ra. Good heal, though. Hades now dashing in and going to ult to get that kill on that Ymir. Bastet, though, now coming in, leaps in. Here comes the 2. A couple auto attacks. There's the Cats, the immunity from Hell. Might be able to heal up there. Does get 1 heal and not able to get the light heal. And Bastet taken out super quick by Hades and Hell. Hades now coming in, gonna get that auto attack. Fear might be coming in any second. Ra with that passive will be able to get away pretty quick. There's the Fear, the 3 and the 1 coming out from Hell. They end up getting a couple more kills. That's 3 kills, or 3 kills for none for the team BM. 12-2, and now Hades is gonna chase in here a little bit. The Fear coming out now, the slow by Hell, and there's the 3 doing a bit of damage. That man will be able to collect a couple of those hearts there, not worry about it too much. There's the Heart Bomb, couple auto attacks, and a huge 3 coming out. Auto attacks here from Spoo, dashes away. There's his dash, gets the kill on the Zapman. Zapman not expecting that much damage to come out, and now Agni getting a little bit of pressure here from Guan Yu. The action is really picking up here as Jacob LOL will be using his 2 to push things back here a little bit. And really, BM just in complete control right now. Just missing that hook is Arachne. She's got that red buff. The slow comes out. The pillar coming out here from on her. And now a 13-2 lead with a 6,000 gold lead. Procore is really going to have to turn things around here to get back in this game. They need to get some ganks, need to get some god kills in their favor. That's what's really going to make a big difference. That's a great way to snowball somebody. A slow coming out here. There's the 3 by Hell, and you see Arena Tank really can only just fall back and heal. Really doing an excellent job here. And oh, Ymir netting a kill. So good job there, gets the kill onto Hades. My apologies, I was watching that mid-action, which really wasn't much action. I should have paid attention and got that for you guys. So Ymir nets himself a kill, and Ymir is at 2-5 and 5,800 farm, which is about where the rest of his team is. There's only about a 500 to 600 gold differential here for the players on the gold, whereas we have players like, oops, wrong button there, like Hell over here, who's almost at 10k gold already, does get that tower kill, bringing her gold up to 9,300, has started her Rod of Tahiti, has finished Boots of Magi level 3, has the Void Stone done and the Spear, so just doing so well, has so much armor pen to begin with, the magic armor pen, and I think unfortunately that is gimping her damage a little bit, as there's not so many people that have the magic armor. So unfortunately, I think giving her just a bit. There's a Guan Yu ult onto Ymir, is going to tower dive, gets the stun. There's the slows and the damage coming out from Hell. Hell getting another kill. His just broke the 10,000 gold mark. So looking very good here for her team as Hell is just continuing to snowball. Just looking so good and doing a little bit of damage there onto Bastet. I was going to leave. I decided to come back. Bastet does hit the slow there onto Hell. Hell going to be falling back. And I think Agni and Cupid end up getting the gold Harpy, which is really good, bringing the gold differential to 6,000, as it was, I think, close to 8. And there's the Fire Giant almost done with, as really no contention coming out from the other team. And they will be able to get that Fire Giant. Oh, there's Bastet, though. Unfortunately, gets feared there by Hades. I think it was feared. I don't know. Either way, taken out very quick, as Bastet was a bit out of position. I think might have bugged a little bit as they got knocked up, I think, from the pillar or something. That was weird. So, very good job here by BM as they have had that Fire Giant. And now is the time to push. They got that pick off. Barbaric will be down for a few more seconds. Oh, they were checking gold. They didn't realize that gold was taken out here. And I just want to take a moment and say thanks to Hi-Rez Benji, Hi-Rez Sean. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you guys checking out the stream. We have a couple other people here. That's Captain Safari. We got Drado. You were here. EMC. You are back. Thanks for coming back, man. You were here the other day. And then we got Full Force. We got Bruce Lee, Bodison, and Badger. Again, really appreciate you guys coming out here. And thanks for the retweets, too. I really appreciate that. So, I love this Smite game. I actually got into casting to help cast Smite. So, I really appreciate you guys letting me get this spec mode here so I could check that out. Bastet. Oh, no, sorry, that's her dead picture. It's not actually Bastet. I thought they're going to have a little bit of action there. But Arena Tank just going to be pushing this back. And so, I don't know. Bastet might be bugged because she did get knocked up there. She's not respawning, and I don't have a cooldown timer for her, so she might be bugged here. We'll see. And so, let's see here. We got Zapman continuing to farm here, which he should be. And, yeah, it says Bastet is in the middle there. Let me try to check this out here. As Arachne is over there, it says Bastet is right about here. So, yeah, clearly not. And I think Bastet, unfortunately, did bug out. That's Barbaric. Hopefully, we'll be able to rejoin here. But a little bit of damage here coming out. Hades going to come in and initiate. There's his ultimate. Ymir and Ra will be in there. Guan Yu using his ult 2 to do a little bit extra damage. Ymir, though, going to take all the damage and gets a kill himself there onto Hades. Arachne now coming in, and they will get that kill on Ra. So it will be a 1-for-1 exchange. Unfortunately, Bastet not there to be able to fight, because that would have made a big difference there. And now Ymir gets the freeze, follows over the 2. Good pin there by on her putting out a bit of damage. Ymir, though, able to fall behind the tower and is going to be able to survive. So very good job. Arachne getting a pull, though, onto, who is that? Agni gets the face jump there. A lot of damage coming out. Agni going to be able to get out of there. They do get the tower kill finally, and Zapman putting out those auto attacks, which is pretty much all he can do as his ult is down. Will be able to push this back. They will save their Phoenix. And so it looks like they will just be falling back, grabbing a few buffs here and there. And unfortunately, again, oh, okay, she is back. I think she's back. Yes. I have to re-hotkey her. So Barbaric is back. So they still absolutely have an opportunity. That was a great team fight there. Unfortunately, a good chunk of their damage, that being Bastet, was not there. And so if they can get a good team fight again, oh, they had Fire Giant there too. So that's very important to note, that I do think that Procore came on top on that team fight, and that was 4 versus 5 and with Fire Giant. So just for lack of a better terminology, the 4 versus 6. So really good job, Barbaric, now really trying to get back into this farm, trying to catch up. She is at 7,800 though, so not doing terrible. Unfortunately, though, the gold lead is still swung very heavy in the red team's favor. That is Bipolar Methods, Team BM. And Guan Yu looks like he might be coming into an engagement here. Ymir gets the freeze, not able to get the steal as Badger dashes away, takes the green buff. And Ymir so close to taking that. That could have been a really good steal there. And Arena Tank, I see a couple people in chat talking about Arena Tank. maybe being off his game a little bit. I actually have never seen Arena Tank mid personally, and I don't know if he mids often. So if you guys do have that information, let me know. I don't know who is the usual mid for Team Bipolar Method. And it looks like we got some eggs set up here already, and so we will be having a Fire Giant very soon. Let's see what the vision is here for the blue team. They do not see that. There's one ward to see some incoming players here from the red team. And so we'll see. There's 3 eggs in there, so that's going to be very good. We see the blue team now starting to rotate over. Guan Yu does not get that heart bomb on there. Arachne just missing the hook as you heard it come out, and nobody pulled over. So blue team should be rotating over any minute now, as they do know they're setting up for this Fire Giant. Ward's coming out. They saw a few people there probably momentarily. So you have got to have somebody coming over here any second, as I do not see any real collision quite yet. There's the heart bomb onto Guan Yu. Couple of auto attacks, however, Guan Yu does have that sovereignty, so not taking a lot of damage there from the AD. And the ult dropped in there from Cupid, actually, and it doesn't really matter yet, as old Fire Giant was taken out. Ymir's going to be ulting here. Hades ults too. Ymir does do a bit of damage, however, not enough, as Bastet jumps in there. Ymir using his wall. There comes the GG. And Bipolar Method will take game 2, and unfortunately it will be 1-1. However, I think they said this is the last game, so we're not going to get to see game